Hi everyone, you're listening to another poetry comparison audio broadcast with me, your host Ralph.
And me, your other host Thomas. Right, so in today's broadcast we'll be taking a look at and comparing the poems Poppies by Jane Weir and The Falling Leaves by Margaret Postgate Cole. So let's start off with how the two poems are similar. For instance, both poems use the first person. This enables the poems to convey strong and honest emotions that can create a personal connection with the reader.
Furthermore, both poems are also written by women and can give us a more feminine insight into an otherwise male-dominated subject. Okay, now let's look at some of their differences. As both poems are about war, you can expect the poems to portray violence. However, each poem conveys this in different ways. For example, this is done in Poppies by the contrast between the sibilants and fricative sounds in spasms and blockade, while the violence in Falling Leaves is shown in the verb slain. Slain is particularly significant as it suggests of a harsh and cold death that the soldiers face.
Additionally, the poems are also different in how they express pain and loss. For example, in Poppies, the pain felt by the writer is somewhat maternal. The lines graze my nose, and when you were little, suggesting childhood memories cut short.
On the other hand, the anguish expressed in The Falling Leaves is a bit more distant, but still deeply felt. For instance, the contrast between leaves, suggesting something mundane, and snowflakes, implying something unique, suggests that the writer finds great sorrow in the loss of each soldier, as opposed to how others may feel about the fallen leaves.
Lastly, let's take a look at the time frame of each poem. In Poppies, the constant swapping between past and present creates a sense of confusion and suggests that the writer is lost in her suffering. Luckily, the sense of finality brought with flattened, rolled, and turned hints at an end to her misery. Contrastingly, the sorrow felt by the writer in The Falling Leaves seems to have no end, the verbs wiping and dropping suggesting something relentless and unavoidable.